Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with Foolish Mortals. I think we have just arrived in Cecil Bellemore's bedroom. He was the scientist Bellemore, as we can see. We're going to have a look around. We're looking for clues as to the whereabouts of his secret lab. So yeah, I think we're just going to start off by looking at stuff, honestly.
I'd already carried a shrunken head around earlier that night. I didn't want to start a trend by lugging around other unnerving abominations. And I especially didn't want this one talking to me. It was a bell jar containing a homunculus, a miniature human-like creature formed from a mix of animal parts.
Okay, we have a big stove.
Along one wall of the bedroom was a makeshift laboratory complete with vials, beakers, and a furnace below. The apparatus looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess with it. Who knew what sort of reaction I might set off?
Got a
The
bag?
bag lay abandoned on the floor.
Let's check it out.
The bag was empty of everything but papers covered in an unintelligible scrawl.
Oh, which we didn't take. Okay.
A stack of books lay haphazardly at the bottom of the bed. The books covered all manner of scientific subjects: magnetism, thermodynamics, chemistry, and much more, none of which I had the time or understanding to read.
Pretty much down to his lab coat then. Hopefully there's
Hanging on
something
the
in there.
coat stand was a thick, off-white lab coat. I searched through the pockets of the lab coat. To my surprise, I found something: a small silver coin. It was an old silver coin. At its center were two lines of text, but they were too small to read with the naked eye.
Okay, I think I know where we go with that. Ah, yeah, I heard tell you could go straight back to the map from anywhere, so that's good. Let's go to Dead Nettle. I suspect we can use the jeweler's little
Welcome
microscope
back.
here.
Could I use your microscope to look at this coin I found?
Oh, are you a fellow fan of numismatics?
I prefer the old ones.
Yeah, never mind. Go right ahead.
It was a small dial used.
Let's go that magnetism.
With the microscope
Magnetism?
calibrated, the
Like-
coin's writing came
whatever.
into focus. It read, "Into the palm of a prince."
Cool, I think I
The
know where to put that
inscription
then.
must have been a clue in Cecil's treasure hunt. I just had to find the prince's palm he was referring to.
I think we'll be okay, so we're gonna jump back to Bellemore. I want to go to the conservatory. Oh, it's empty here now. Interesting.
Following the inscription on the coin and realizing that the metallic statue depicted an Indian prince, I took a close look at the statue's palm. For the first time, I noticed a slight circular indentation, about the size of a coin. I placed the coin into the statue's hand. It fit the indentation exactly, into the palm of a prince. No sooner had I done it than I heard sparks and hums coming from inside the statue. That's when I realized it wasn't a statue at all. It was an automaton.
Ooh.
A robotic figure made to move with cogs, wires, and electrical pulses. It seemed to be fighting to move, but then, nothing.
Well, blow me over with a dandelion. I didn't expect anyone to get that working again.
It's not doing much.
Joints will be frozen, I should think. No wonder after all these years. Another job for me to do, and a dangerous one at that. Who knows how many volts Master Cecil ran through that thing to get it moving.
Okay. Let's grab this shovel, as it's here, and we can do so.
Do you mind if I borrow this shovel?
Oh, go right ahead. I already dug up those naughty thorns. It's funny, even when things are dead, they can still cause trouble. Just look at us ghosts.
Oh, easy way to the conservatory. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, is there anything else going on in the ballroom at the moment? Are they still dancing?
Walking
they're
back
not.
into the ballroom, the throng of wedding guests had dispersed to their guest rooms, replaced by chairs, and preparations for the wedding were gathering speed like a boulder rolling down a mountainside, and I felt like I was smack in the middle of its path.
What's she up to now?
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
Chairs at the far end, tables on the left. Oh, it's you again.
Where have all the guests gone?
To their rooms to get ready. Here I am tidying up after the waltz while they just waltz away.
How long until the wedding begins?
Just a few hours. Oh, good gracious, a few hours. And there's still so much to do. I'm sorry, but I can't stand around chitter-chatting. There is much work to be done.
You seem a little stressed.
Correct. And with all due respect, and I'm sure we can both agree much respect isn't due at all, talking to you only makes it worse.
You need to find a way to relax, Mrs. Craddock.
I don't think people realize how this job takes a toll on one's health. My doctor told me I need to rethink my diet, so I've decided to go more continental, by which I mean a glass and a half of wine with each meal and polishing off the bottle before bedtime. A la Francais.
Exactly.
Where's the wedding cake gone?
I had to hide it.
Hide it? Why?
Somebody had already helped themselves to a slice of cake. And I bet I know exactly who it was, Mr. McCallan.
Oh, really?
That horrible pock boy. The knave with his hand on the tarts. Perhaps the Queen of Hearts had good reason for her framework of justice.
I heard you didn't send a wedding invitation to Captain Moot.
Well, of course he didn't receive an invitation. He was dismissed from his employment weeks before the wedding for crashing the flagship of the Bellemore fleet.
He's very upset about it. Don't years of service outweigh one accident?
Accident? I suppose you never learned exactly why he crashed the ship, did you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We discovered that Captain Moot used to invite ladies up to the bridge after hours. Dozens of ladies over the years. He'd take them on moonlit cruises around the island and, goodness gracious me, paint them with no clothes on. Draped over the ship's wheel, stretched out in the rigging, dangling from the anchor. Apparently, he must have gotten a bit too carried away with his brushstrokes on the final painting, because he didn't see the rocks the ship crashed into.
Ah, that would certainly be distracting.
Indeed.
I'll leave you to get on with your work.
How thankful I am for life's little blessings.
Okay. Well, doesn't seem to be too much to do in here at the moment anyway. But we're going to go back to the basement. There's a box of fireworks over there.
As I descended back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer working.
If I can actually recover that chain pot, I'm thinking about that for the fishbowl. But first things first.
I needed to think of...
Oh, can I just...
Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved. The fuse had blown, taking the small glass cover with it.
Ooh.
With questionable regard for my own safety, I pulled the damaged fuse from its socket.
Magnetic carriage. Theatre rotation. Orrery track electrograph. I'm guessing one of these is the statue, but...
Knowing the erratic surges of electricity that must have been...
Oh. Alright. That was my grand plan, to get the statue moving again, but...
I took the chamber pot back off the machine. I took one of the fireworks. The logo on the side revealed that it was called the Whizzer. I'd known a boy in elementary school with the same nickname. I considered looking through the boxes, but doubted my immediate situation needed a set of matching crockery or monogrammed dish towels.
You never know.
There was nothing large.
Apart from the statue, potentially.
I can.
Alright, anywho.
The barrel lift wasn't working anymore.
Okay, if we want to get... If we get electricity flowing through that statue, my plan was to rewire that and then maybe get another lightning strike, so... That doesn't seem to be happening.
The automaton seemed unable to move, its joints stuck after decades without use.
Maybe oil of some kind, then? Probably not seawater. That'd be the worst thing to put on it.
Hello, Rupert.
Hello again, Murphy. Have you given any more thought to my offer?
You mean the offer to poison me?
Well, you needn't put such a negative spin on it. Personally, I think death's just got a bad rap.
I suppose if the Grim Reaper showed up in a glittery tuxedo jacket instead of a hooded cloak, we'd all be much more on board with it.
Exactly. We all have misconceptions about the afterlife. I used to think we were reincarnated. But the fact that I have the same neck wrinkles and big belly, just now translucent blue, has certainly put the lid on that theory.
Do you know what's wrong with the statue?
That thing'll be rusted up. If you want to get it moving, you do best to lubricate the joints, I'd say. There must be some grease somewhere. It's a marvel, that thing. One of Master Cecil's inventions. Swore me to secrecy when he installed it. It'll be even more of a marvel if you get it running again.
Why did you believe in reincarnation?
Well, it was more for the social aspect, really. We used to have monthly past life parties. There's something to do at the weekend, you know. You dress up as the person you used to be, until the venue asked us not to come back.
What happened?
It was a disaster waiting to happen, to be honest. By the last one, we had 3 different members claiming to be Napoleon. And they decided the best way to figure out who was genuine was by seeing who would be the first to reconquer Western Europe. We had one person claiming to be Ebenezer Scrooge, despite the stumbling block of his being a fictional character. The final straw was that we had one Julius Caesar and one Brutus. They got in a fist fight outside the venue when Julius tried to jab Brutus with a French loaf from Bon Ton Bakery, shouting, "Baguette too, Brute!" He said afterwards he was just trying to even things up.
Who did you think you were reincarnated from?
Anne Boleyn's my best guess. She had green sleeves, didn't she? And I often have such a splitting headache that a whole beheading thing might come as a relief. How about you, Murphy? Do you think you had a past life?
If so, I can't imagine what I did to deserve the life I've got now. Can I attend one of your past life parties?
If we get them up and running again, I don't see why not. You need to pay the membership fee, though. $50 per person. I know, I thought it was expensive when I joined up too. But it's worth the gamble. You only live once, don't you?
Well, no time to stop and smell the roses. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Murphy.
Okay, I don't know what to do with the firework. I think I know what... Well, I think the fuse will go in the generator at the church. I think we might be able to put the goldfish in the chamber pot. None of this leads us towards Greece, but I think I'm just going to follow the threads that I have available right now. Let's go back to Dead Nettle. But maybe if he was grilling a fish, we might get some grease, but he's not doing that yet, so... I'm not going to hold my breath anyway.
Welcome back!
How about I put your fish in this toilet bowl?
The chamber pot would make a respectable new home for the fish, but I knew Jasper wouldn't be happy seeing me disturb her.
I think I might have to get the jewel mucky again. Not quite sure how to do it, though. Let's just try giving it to him.
Would you be able to polish my brooch again?
Goodness me! What have you been doing with it?
Oh, you know, just the usual wear and tear.
I don't know how anyone does this much tearing while wearing. But hand it over and we'll shine her up.
Okay, that was easy.
With Jasper distracted, it was time for his fish to move into its new porcelain throne home. Hopefully it didn't suffer any indignity at the change of residence, but then, being a goldfish, it would probably soon forget anyway.
Here you go. I've wrapped it in a little tissue paper this time so it doesn't get dirty again.
Thank you.
But really, sir, this many polishings in one night might be approaching my limit. I certainly understand the appeal of a good flash, but I don't know how many more times tonight I can cope with this.
It was a sheet of semi-transparent tissue paper.
Okay, well, we'll come back to that. We can try the thing with the fuse, see what that does. I think the fuse is blown though, so I don't know if it's going to be okay.
The generator looked like a death trap. I wasn't touching it without good reason.
But that might be another step on the old pretend to be a ghost and scare them out of the building ploy. We have a shovel. Can we do anything with that in the graveyard? We offer to help Edgar Kettle.
Would you like some help digging?
I don't need your help, Sonny. I'll have you know I've got the body of a lumberjack.
You do?
Yeah, it's one of the ones I need to bury tomorrow.
Okay, Edgar. Very good. All right. Another thing I was thinking, if I could put molasses into her drink, she might be better at drinking it. It's sugar, isn't it, molasses? It's sweet, take the bitterness away, but...
I couldn't. I didn't need to pour water on that.
Can I just take it? He's not going to want to just take molasses.
I wasn't going to touch the molasses with the items I was borrowing across the island.
Yeah.
Nope. That didn't.
Did I try this already? Can't remember.
Nope. I couldn't do.
Daughter again. Can
Then
I
we bribe
borrow
the
the cup?
kindergartners and use them for espionage.
Shh, he's back.
Hey, leave that alone. I'm drinking it.
I thought you didn't like it.
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
What about a
Do you
teaspoon?
mind if I take this?
Good idea. You can be my butler.
All right. Maybe I can use the teaspoon on the molasses. Aha.
I dunked the teaspoon into the molasses.
That should sweeten up her drink for her.
Then we stockpile the phys ed equipment and use the hockey sticks as swords.
Quiet. It's him again.
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory. It could be poisoned.
Does this dope look smart enough to brew poison?
Good point. He'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on.
Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, butler. You shall be spared the dungeons.
Huzzah! Well, I think there's a chance I've got both the items required to do the other 2 seances. I think the crystal ball, I think, is the goldfish bowl. And I'm pretty sure this tea cup is what she needs. The actor dude.
Welcome back, Murphy McCallan. Take a seat.
I've brought you the tea leaves.
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I need to concentrate. Yardley Bellemore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee? I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged among alcoves of the dead. Yardley is still alive as brick by brick. He is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped! Look at the painting!
Oh dear.
Yardley's body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
Greek. Try the bowl while we're here as well.
Will this work as a crystal ball?
Considering our circumstances, we will have to make do. Xavier Bellemore, hear our cry. Where does your mortal body lie?
So I think he's in a sea cave somewhere.
I sense a cave on the island coast. Waves thrashing, wind howling, and 2 figures exploring its darkest depths. Xavier and Rackham. Rackham has lured Xavier here, promising an unparalleled expedition to the bold adventurer. But it's a trap. I sense Rackham fleeing the cave, leaving Xavier as the water rises and rises and rises. Look at the painting. Xavier's body still lies in that coastal cave. I feel much danger there, but you must get a boat and cross the sea to reach it. I sense something in Xavier's bedroom might help you locate it.
They mentioned he'd put a map up above his mantle, so that could well be it. All right. Let's go check out the next 2 rooms. Might as well start with Xavier. So I think
Above
this
the
is...
fireplace, framed but without any glass, hung what looked to be a pirate map.
Pretty sure that's what we need.
I reached up and took the map from the frame. As best as I could tell, this was a genuine pirate treasure map. The island I recognized as Devil's Rock, but what stood out to me was the large X in red ink on the southern coast, marked Crossbone Cove. At least I hoped it was ink.
Now, there was some writing on the map. I just want to have a look at that. I think this is probably where the lighthouse may come into it. So we have rumours of escape tunnels running from the church. The fort may alert them. There might be some tunnels in there for us to explore. Might get us into the crypt. Well, that's why we've got to remove the rum runners. I wasn't sure, but that seems to be why. Caves all along southern coast. Watch for the red light from the cairn reflector to find the bay. It's indicating up here, isn't it? Cairn reflector. Golden goose. It might be worth showing to the jeweler. Because that was his dad's, granddad's, great-granddad's ship. Something like that. What else have we got here?
It was a wooden trunk covered in stickers from far-off locales. Rio de Janeiro, Istanbul, Cairo, and Swanage.
Swanage. Not far from me.
The latch on the trunk was broken. I would have to do without whatever was inside. It was a bear rug. What was once a behemoth of the forest was now a rustic choice of interior decor.
I think that's about it for his room. There isn't a lot to interact with here. Let's try... we've done Cecil, so it's Yardley, isn't it? Very theatrical.
It was a wall-mounted mirror surrounded with bulbs, like one you'd find in the dressing room of a theater. Looking good, Murphy. 2 tanks stood beside the dressing table, absent of any information of what was inside them. I opened the tap on the gas tank. Nozzles hissed, a cloud of cold mist billowed out, and from the machine came a smattering of dry ice.
Here we go. Can I put the dry ice in the...
Nope.
I'm going to need that dry ice. Oh. In there, please.
I collected the dry ice in the flask. That would keep it from melting, at least for the time being.
I might need to hot-foot it out of here, but let's quickly see what else I might interact with. I think that probably is what I need from this room.
It was a book on magic tricks, open to a
that's gonna help with the
double-page
rum runners.
spread about vanishing illusions. Well, Yardley had certainly accomplished that.
Let's hightail it there. I want to get there before the dry ice melts. We'll deal with this later. I imagine we might be on a slight timer with the ice. Actually, I could just... Boom. Let's just go straight there. Right, let's try this. So what I'm thinking is dump that into there.
I'm getting the shivers, boss. It feels like I got a brain freeze, and I ain't even slammed down a snow cone.
You don't got a brain to get froze. It is feeling chilly, though, ain't it?
That's the first sign of ghosts, boss.
Don't be a crybaby. But, just for safety, what's the second sign of ghosts?
The ghost's presence begins to interfere with the electric fields, most commonly seen manifesting as flickering lights.
Okay, there's our cue to go and fiddle with the generator, I think.
If flickering lights were what would scare the rum runners, it was time to do some rewiring. I turned the dial to redirect the electricity through the faulty fuse.
Boss, the lights are flickering!
That's gotta be a coincidence.
Or a sign of ghosts!
What did you say the third sign of paranormal activity was, Morris?
The tolling of a bell!
Bell, huh? Haven't seen a bell. Ah, bell right.
If the tolling of a bell was the third sign of ghostly activity, it was time to ring in the witching hour.
The bell!
A chill in the air. Flickering lights. The tolling of the bell.
Do you think it's...
Ghost! Run for your life! Start, you blasted car!
Why are we not moving, Musket?
Because out of that long line of automobiles on Delancey Street, you decided to steal something less reliable than a politician's promise! Start, you rust bucket!
It started, Musket.
There we go! And now, we floor it!
We crashed, Musket.
I can see that we crashed, Morris. Well, there's only one thing we can do.
What's that, boss?
Run for our lives!
Can I take the plate?
The collection plate was empty.
Well, no shit, but... Okay, so we're looking for a tunnel.
The top of the stained glass window consisted of 4 circles, each surrounded by 4 leaf-shaped pieces. The top of the stained glass window consisted of 4...
Oh.
The window is even more beautiful in person, adorning the altar below it like a crown. And that's when I noticed something. Below the window was a cross-shaped indentation in the wood that made me think something was missing.
Okay, the priest in the manor is wearing a cross shaped, very much like that.
A crucifix-shaped indentation was carved into the wooden surface.
Is this the Bible he was
A book
after?
had fallen down the side of the cabinet, tucked between it and the wall.
This is what's going to help us find the cave, I think.
Taking the book, I realized it was an old Bible, with a thicker layer of dust than a nudist's summer wardrobe.
There's no hidden side passages, is there?
Scattered throughout the church were the rum runners' barrels, each filled with illicit alcohol. The statue scowled at me like a disapproving teacher. It was an enigmatic statue holding a broken sword.
Okay. Well, let's get... Anything going on in here? I'll take the crank.
I picked up the starter crank from the jalopy seat. I didn't need to drive the car.
That's probably it now. Honk the horn again. Alright, let's get to the priest. Oh, she didn't dump me here. Gotta run round so I can see the door. Trophy room.
Is this the Bible you've been looking for?
My word! That it is, my boy! Oh, where did you find it?
Fallen down the side of a cabinet back in St. Juniper's church.
People do say they find faith in the most unexpected places, but down the side of furniture is certainly one of the most common. I'm most indebted to you. Is there anything I can give you to show my appreciation?
Actually, I did have my eye on that crucifix you're wearing.
Ah, are you looking for spiritual guidance, my child?
Absolutely. Particularly if it guides me to something hidden in St. Juniper's church.
Then I shall give it to you with my deepest thanks. Let it guide you to where you want to go.
I'm pressing M. I don't know.
What a relief.
Oh.
My Bible returned to me. Why, if I hadn't gotten it back, we would have had to cancel the wedding.
Whoops. Alright, back to the church. Let's pop the crucifix in the indent.
The crucifix slid smoothly into the indentation, like the final piece in a jigsaw puzzle. 4 wooden buttons had been revealed in the cabinets, each colored with flaking paint: red, orange, dark blue, and light blue. I pressed the button and the panes of glass in the window above seemed to change, but it was hard to tell at night. Without sunlight behind them, all the colors were indistinguishable from one another.
Okay, at this point I think we need the lighthouse. Looks like they've rotated, but if he's saying... Okay,
The church and the fort must have had some meaning to them.
So that's actually the light. I thought it was the light from... I don't know, light from the church. Yeah, I don't know why I thought the light would come from the church, but clearly we need the fort to shine a light through this stained glass window. So we're going to need to convince that guy to go turn it on. We need to create some smoke. And have a variety of things that could combust. I guess that's probably our next stop. So I think first things first, I think we need to turn the turn this off. Yeah, they aren't moaning about it, so that's good. Should I put some gunpowder in the window box?
Work.
Alright, maybe not gunpowder. Oh, well.
That didn't work.
Just kind of need to...
That wasn't going to work.
Okay, what about just trying to set fire to stuff?
The instructions on the fireworks said that it needed to be placed into a launching tube before igniting it.
Alright, what about the thermos now?
That didn't work.
Oh. The bottle?
That didn't work.
That's not what I need then.
That wasn't going to work. I didn't need to set fire to that. Lighting up gunpowder I was carrying in my vest would have resulted in Murphy pieces all over the island. I didn't. The feather duster would have... I didn't. That wasn't going to work.
Okay, I think I need to start a fire in here.
It was an ornate iron window box. Unlike the empty of flowers, I could see that the window box was securely attached to the club's masonry.
I have had one idea. It's a launching tube. There's that drain pipe up there, isn't there? It's the quickest way there. Probably through the cupola.
The drain pipe had twisted. The firework dropped snugly into the drain pipe. If it needed a launch tube to fire, this was the closest I was going to get.
I don't know what this will do, but let's do it anyway.
Took a match out of the matchbook, dragged it against the striker, and lit the firework.
I want to stand back, Murphy. Did it do anything? Genuinely don't know. I mean, that's obviously where you put the firework, isn't it? But I thought maybe I'd take the drain pipe and put it somewhere, but yeah. Oh well, that's my big idea. What's the big idea? Let's talk to him again.
Good evening, Captain Moot.
If you say so.
I found out why Mrs. Craddock rescinded your invitation. You were caught painting naked ladies on the ship's bridge. That's why you crashed the ship.
Maybe that's true, but you'd think she'd have been more understanding about the whole thing.
Why's that?
She was the naked lady I was painting when we crashed.
I better be off.
So long.
She neglected to mention that aspect of it. I want to make... How do I make fire? Like smoke in here?
That didn't work.
Am I just barking at the wrong tree with this? But he's specifically...
I didn't need to set fire. I didn't need...
He specifically said when he felt the fog start rolling in.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallan.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Spirit Queen burned down.
Oh, what a sad day. I knew it would happen sooner or later. It was that damn fool Moray, wasn't it? He never loved her the way I did. She was 1 in a million. A personality as fierce as the Mississippi. A sway when she moved that could hypnotize any man. And curves in all the right places.
Are we still talking about a boat? I best be running along.
Farewell, Cap...
Don't yet know how we might win at billiards.
What do you think of this necklace?
You know, I think I've seen that before. No idea where, though.
What do you think of this necklace?
You'll have to give a lady more than that if you want to impress her, Murphy.
I'm going to try giving this to everyone and see what happens. Might belong to someone.
What do you think of this necklace?
How kitsch.
What do you think of this necklace?
Oh, very nice. A whittle too. Next time, you should try driftwood. It'll be brittle, but with some sweat and spittle and the right committal, a little whittle, and it'll turn out lovely.
I'm going to show this guy the map. I mean, I suspect we're going to need to do something
Like
else.
to charter your ferry, please. I have a map here to... Huh? What's that?
Shh, shh, quiet! The show's starting. Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was supposed to announce the title.
Alright, let's go watch the show, I guess.
Great show. Maybe it's time to wrap it up? I don't think I'd ever been brushed off by a puppet before. Hey guys, do you think you'll be finished soon? I was starting to dislike these guys.
Cut them.
That didn't work.
I don't know. I suspect the fairy guy's not going to move now that the show's started.
Excuse me?
These two crack me up.
About the ferry hire.
Yes, I'm afraid the ferry's engaged at the moment.
Because of the puppet show?
You got it. My favourite part's when they hit each other on the head.
Okay, well, let's park that for a
Welcome
moment.
back.
I want to show him the map because it's got the boat on it.
Jasper, I found a treasure map. I think it belonged to Captain Crumb.
Oh, goodness. What does it show?
A big red X across a place called Crossbone Cove.
So, what are you waiting for?
What do you mean?
Well, are you going out there or not?
I need to figure out a way to get there first. Why don't you come with me?
I'm afraid not. I'm too old for adventures like that. Besides, I've already got my treasure right here in this store. Good luck, though.
All right. I noticed he's torn down the sign that said about the free polishing. He's very done with that. Okay, well, I just want to see what he said about it, really. What about showing old Neddy the necklace?
What do you think of this necklace?
That's some nice work. A lot of the sailors who worked the Bellemore ships used to make things like that.
Okay.
Well, look who it is. Murphy, I've been hearing talk of someone wandering the island on a crime spree. And look who comes walking through the door.
I can explain.
Explain what? We've got no time for your blabber. I need your help to catch him. You're an auditor, aren't you?
I used to be.
You must be used to prying that big nose of yours into other people's business.
Big nose?
It's a honker, Murphy. Now, put it to good use and help me sniff out who this Devil's Rock devil is.
What's he been up to?
Given age-restricted voodoo artifacts to an 8-year-old, let loose a dangerous domesticated alligator, broken into Bellemore Manor, trespassed at Baxter's Mill, handled prohibited alcohol, recklessly knocked over historic explosives, impersonated the dead, and, get this, bellowsed a chicken.
The monster.
Know anything about it?
Can't say that I do.
It's a mystery.
Well, keep your eyes open. If a good and just citizen like me allows those with such wickedness to get away with their heinous deeds, then what has become of us as a society?
Is that really the reason?
Of course not. I might sell some newspapers out of this.
Alright, what does she think of the map? She knows a lot about paper.
What do you think of this treasure map?
That doesn't look printed.
No, I think it was drafted by hand.
How old-fashioned.
Okay, that was it. What about this tissue paper?
I thought I'd keep...
Okay, let's try with this.
Is this your necklace?
Nope. Looking to place a listing in the Lost and Found, are you? It'll cost you.
Never mind.
Okay, what to do? So, for the church, we're going to need the lighthouse on. To get the lighthouse on, we need to distract this guy. I think it's to do with making smoke go in there, but I'm just having a little trouble making that happen. We need some kind of grease for the lab. I don't know where we get the grease.
It was the metal crank from the Rum Runner's jalopy, the type used to start a motor.
And something to make the puppet show end prematurely. You just try giving them everything in my inventory. Something might work. I don't really have any initial thoughts on it.
I needed to think of...
How would you guys like to stab each other with this?
I didn't need to blow on that. I didn't need to cut that. I didn't need to cut that. I didn't need to pour water on that. I needed to think of something else. That didn't work. I didn't have to. I couldn't do that. That didn't work. I couldn't.
Some gunpowder?
I needed to think. I couldn't do that.
I had one thought though. What if I make
I didn't need.
some stuff here wet?
I didn't need. I didn't. I didn't.
So that it doesn't burn so fast.
I didn't.
We sure?
I didn't. I didn't. I did. I didn't. I didn't need. I did. I did. The feather duster. I didn't need. I didn't need to set. Lighting up gunpowder, I was. I didn't need. I didn't. I didn't need to. Excuse me. Ferryman's eyes looked past me. He clearly wasn't going to talk to me while.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go back up to this window box. I think it's got to be the next domino to fall, this window box. Okay, it's about making it happen.
Empty of flowers, I could see that the window. That wasn't going. That didn't work. That didn't. I didn't need to blow on.
I'm sure I just need to start a fire in there and then maybe use the bellows to put the air in. It just seems so obvious to me, but I just don't know how to do it.
I didn't need. Nope. I couldn't do that. I need.
I combine this with other bits
I
of paper.
couldn't do that. Nope. That wasn't going.
What would burn longer? The molasses? Maybe like tar or pitch or something. Haven't seen anything like that.
The tip of a wooden boat poked above the water, clearly the remains of a rather unfortunate expedition.
I do have one idea. I couldn't get it before, but what if I can grab it now?
I'd had enough of. I decided to leave. I had more important things to focus.
Please take it. My idea was maybe burning the fish.
I decided to leave Ned to his fishing. I had nothing else to say. There was nothing in the fountain except a rim of moss and dirt that made it look like a stained toilet.
I don't know. I'm a little out of ideas in terms of that. I'm gonna mull on it. I'll mull it. We'll leave it there, and I'll have a little mull before the next episode. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you could hit that like button, that'd be fantastic. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game and everything in it so far. Still enjoying it. I find it a little frustrating when I kind of know what I have to do, but don't know how to do it. And the game isn't really helping me in that regard. It's so obvious that we need to burn something here to get this, turn off the switch and get this, maybe even use the bellows just to kind of pump the smoke in here. But how I go about doing that, I have no idea at this point. But I'll have a think. And we'll come back and see if we can move past this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. As I said, big thank you as well to our channel members. Continues to be appreciated how you guys are supporting Boring Dad Gaming, and if anyone else is interested in looking into those and gaining early access to the videos I run on the channel, yeah, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.